All right. I'll start off. Buck, X-rays were negative, but he does have a sprained ankle. So we'll see how that goes. And then we'll see on Latu's hip this week as it goes.
First question from James.
Shane, going back and looking through the game, obviously JT didn't play in the fourth quarter. Is there a reason for that? Is it because he has to improve it as a pass protecting block or in the past game? Or I guess how do you view it, as your top back?
Yeah, I think in that fourth quarter we were throwing the football, and we weren't really scheming up passes for the running backs there in the fourth quarter when we were throwing it. So we had Trey in there, and I thought he did a good job. I think we only ran it twice. Obviously, that 3rd and 1. We were going to go for it on 4th down, but obviously we lost yards, so we kicked a field goal there that we didn't convert, and that's how it played out.
So just a quick follow up. Is it a pass protection thing with JT? Is that why he's not, I guess, in there in those situations?
No,
Or
not necessarily. Not necessarily. We wanted to give Trey some reps in there. That was it.
thank you.
Yeah.
Chap.
Hey, Coach, you and Chris have said from the start that there's going to be ups and downs and growing pains with AR. How after just 2 games, how do you try to maximize, accelerate the growth, I guess, without too many of the low points? Because right now it seems like it's a tough balance.
Yeah, no, it's a good question. I think a lot of that stuff, Chap, I'll keep in house, just kind of how we're going forward with it schematically. But again, I got a ton of confidence in him. He's a young player. He had a game on the road, and it was everybody, right? It starts with me. It wasn't great. We all got to be better in every situation moving forward.
Jake.
Hey Shane, when you guys are in a little bit of a rut like this, and obviously, tension gets a little higher from the outside as well. How much have you noticed like your leadership squad or your captains kind of either step up or speak up and just kind of convey a message to their teammates?
Yeah, no, those guys have all stepped up. And again, I go back, I talked to you guys after this game. I mean, it's week 2. You know what I mean? There's so much football left, and this thing can flip in a hurry. And you keep the confidence going. You have a great week of practice, a great week of preparation, and go find a way to win a game this week.
Greg.
Sorry, Shane, I've got 2 questions here.
Yeah.
First one's about Taylor. So he had 12 carries for 103 yards in 3 quarters. Didn't touch it again. And you're saying you want to get some reps. I mean, we give you credit. We know how smart you are. But give us some credit, too. That looks weird, right? 12 for 103 and then nothing.
Yeah,
So
I think
what happened?
Yeah, we were down 16-3 with 10 minutes left, and we had the ball. I don't know, wherever it was on the -30, and we had to go a little bit and throw it. That's what happened. We were throwing the football.
Yeah, but on the 3rd and 1, he just ran 29 yards, and 2 plays later, you have an option play for Sermon.
Yeah, I know. We were going to put him in on the fourth down play, and I think whether Trey was in there or JT, they did a good job on that play, and that starts with me. I mean, it wasn't a good play, and we lost yards.
Okay. That was one. The other question was defensive scheme. It seemed like you guys were playing a quarterback that you had to think wouldn't throw very much. I mean, nobody can be surprised he threw 14 times. What do you make of getting gassed like you did on the running game? And is there schematically a problem? You can't change your players. Can you change anything else?
Yeah, I think really, just talking with the guys, talking with everybody, just the mentality, fundamentals, technique, being more sound in those situations. Obviously, we got to tighten it up. There's no doubt about it. And I know our guys know that, and it got addressed today, and it'll be addressed throughout the week.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Kevin.
Shane, what do you think of A.D. Mitchell's play yesterday?
I thought he did some good things. Obviously, it's his 2nd NFL game. You know what I mean? Young player, still growing, still developing. And I think, in time, it'll just get better and better. But obviously, we got to be better. We all got to be better. But I think he did some good job, good things getting open on routes, but we got to finish some catches there that we saw. And I think that'll get better as time goes on for sure.
And then on that late Richardson scramble on that other sideline, did he come out of that all right? It looked like he kind of grabbed at his hamstring area.
Yeah, he was good. He was all right. I got nothing for you there. Yeah.
George.
We've talked a lot about obviously AR needing on-field reps, and he and his teammates need that for chemistry. But from a coaching standpoint, how much do you and Jim Bob and the rest of the offensive staff need game reps to kind of learn what he likes to do and how to call plays for him?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. Obviously, we're learn each other as we go through this thing. It's early in the year. We keep having those conversations, and we go from there. But I got a ton of confidence, and everybody in this team got a ton of confidence in AR moving forward. No doubt about it.
We'll take our last one from James.
Shane, I got two for you. One, talked a lot about Anthony's leadership. We see it every day. I'm sure the players, you all see it more. How do you think moments like these, when it isn't going right or whatever, kind of show you who he really is or more of who he is, if that makes sense?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. We had a conversation today in the QB room, man. There's going to be games like this sometimes. As brutal as it is in the NFL, it is. And talking to Joe Flacco, he's like, shoot, I've had a ton of these. I mean, it's part of the league, and we don't want to have a ton of them, obviously this year. But hopefully, we got that one out of our system. And you learn from these moments, you grow from them, and you go battle the next week.
And then my last one is any concern over Matt Gay, wide left on a 50-yarder or rust?
Again, I have confidence in Matt, and he knows he's got to make those kicks, and we got to get that cleaned up for sure.
Great. That's it. Thanks so much, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, guys.